Yeah, it straggles all the way. It gets out there deep.
They call this Freddy's weed flat on the map. Mm-hmm. If you have Navionics, it actually says listed as Freddy's weed flat. Well, it says right here. It says,
Jim got it.
There you go, Jim. There you go. Take him downtown.
All right, guys. Jim, you got a nice one, buddy. He ain't playing around. He ain't playing around today. In the net, boys.
All right.
Nice.
Jim does it again. Jim, what a fish. You got him? Yep. Oh, man. This thing's a fighter, folks.
Try again.
Oh, my gosh, Jim. What a nice fish. We're going to go ahead and turn this guy loose, folks. Big chonkers fish.
Nice.
Jim,
Good job,
Jim. Talk about a netting game plan.
Yep.
Jim knew immediately to go for the net. That is a nice fish.
Yeah, we talked about it. We put a plan together. If Steven gets one, I grab the net. Vice versa, you just put a plan together ahead of time.
That ain't little, boy. That ain't little. I'm out with my good friend Jim from the Musky shop and Fred. Fred, you know where these things are today, baby. We are kicking some major butt.
Thank you. Yeah.
That one? Yep. Got it. Hump. Slap.
Jumper.
Turn him around. Point that. Yes! Jim!
On fire.
That was a fighting.
That little guy fought, Maynard. It's nice fish. Actually, it's pretty thick.
Yeah. Fred, come to work. All right. Jim doing it again. Oh my goodness. We're just pounding fish.
Yeah.
Fred has put us on some really good fish. That was a heck of a fight, man. That's a good fish.
Yep.
This is 3 on the board, Fred. Give it up. Let's turn this guy loose.
Way to go, Freddie. He's ready to go.
All right, guys. Jim does it again.
Yes.
We're out fishing with my good friend Fred Palermo. Oh my goodness, Freddie. He did it so fast. What we were talking about before we headed out, it's sort of post-frontal conditions. Yesterday we had a big rain. We went for the bait selection Fred called. He broke out the True Glide Guppie. This is the Musky shop, the Titan from Livingston, and the Bulldog. And it's what are you going to do when it's post-frontal? You know, it's not burning bucktails. It's not topwater. You can see this is just the tail end of this storm. You got to time things right. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be out here when this is gone.
Slow things down.
Slow things down. Put it in their face. Whether it be the Titan, the Bulldog, or a True Glide Guppy, it's going to get the job done for you, folks. I'll show you how to work some of these baits and some netting tricks here in a second.
Oh man, I was cleaning. Did I tell you I was cleaning the basement the other day? What I found?
Yeah.
I found that old VHS tape.
Oh,
that was
goodness.
Unbelievable.
What was on there?
Oh my gosh, these 2 nut jobs that used to they were kooky. They had mustaches. They were trying to fish. The stuff they did was, talk about whack jobs.
Hey folks, this is Todd, the Rodfather Kukalinski. You might remember a little show back in the late 80s called Todd and Dave's Musky Adventures, featuring myself and my cohort here, Dave the Big Fib Dukowski.
Hey, folks.
Shut up, Dave. I'm speaking. Okay, let's get on with today's show. It is all about monster muskies, putting them in the net at whatever the cost. Am I right, Dave?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so rule number 1, keep casting until your arms bleed. Todd and Dave's Musky Adventures is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Bronski's, it's Polish for sausage.
Mikniek's asbestos abatement.
Rusty's old used shoes. And of course, how could we forget to mention Raleigh and Helen's Musky Shop.
Check out the new 1987 Musky Shop catalog, available today.
Step number 1, retie your line often. Monofilament is not made to cast all day. Am I right, Dave?
Yes, sir.
Shut up. You know, back in my day, when I started musky fishing, a 6-foot rod was a long rod. Am I
It's a
right,
long
Dave?
rod. That's huge.
Exactly. Today they got 7-footers out. Okay, these things you
giant.
can cast giant rods. You can cast them a mile.
Mile.
It's incredible.
30 pounds.
Technology at its best, folks. Throwing the bait out. I'm working this bait. I'm working this bait like a champ. I'm telling you, I pop. What do you mean? Dave, calm down. Come on, Dave. Come. I'm getting the gun. I'm getting the gun. I'm getting the gun. I'm getting the gun.
Shoot that mother, Todd! Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him!
Dave, hey, when it comes to subduing these monsters, you know, a 22 rimfire revolver always did the trick. Am I right or am I right? Shut up, Dave. But in today's world of catch and release, which is bizarre by anybody's nature,
Absolutely.
the gaff is back, baby.
All right, guys. I'm here with Jim. Oh, man. You know how to catch them.
So, well, once in a while, playing.
Once in a while. He doesn't just sell baits. He uses these things
Absolutely.
really well. But we were just talking. You put another nice trophy class fish in the net. And you and I have been fishing a bunch together, and we have good coordination. Mm-hmm. The hard part of musky fishing is, 1, finding them. 2, hooking them. Now you got to jam them in the clam. So we're going to talk a little bit about netting, especially with a boat partner, because me and Jim fish really well together, and we communicate with one another. You can probably see it in some of the fights. Is he ready? Is the fish green? Do you need to turn them? A lot of these things that you need to have down and have a game plan.
You do. You need a plan.
And before we start each trip, we have a netting game plan. If I get a fish, who's going to net? If Jim gets a fish, who's going to net? We have multiple people in the boat. We have a conversation at the beginning of the day. What's the game plan when we hit the water? The big thing I think a lot of people struggle with, Jim, is when you get a muskie on, and we all know just everything, chaos ensues. Everything goes out the window. What are you gonna do to make sure that thing hits the bag? So Jim's gonna fire a cast over here, and we're gonna talk about what we're gonna do. So first and foremost, once we've gone for the net, I'm gonna come in and have this bag up. A real bad way of losing a fish is a loose bag in here, and bring that up under the bag. The bag's under here, the fish is under the net, and he's in the bag, and now we're doing this. He's gonna pop off. So you wanna have, if you're the net man, have that bag sort of tucked up under here and ready to go. The next thing is committing. So the next foul would be, bop it out there, and we just got a bulldog to work with here. He's gonna bring it in. Let's see, this fish is green, and it wants to go down, and Jim's gonna let it go under the net, right? I stab down here, and he doesn't commit. We've all seen it happen where that fish will pull down at the last instant, and the guy on the rod gets gun shy. At that point, if the net's going down, you got to pull that head up and commit. And we'll show you, just basically what we're going for, just a little short cast is, in our basic communication, I'm like, is he ready? We're going for it, Jim, right? Right, we're going for it. I'm going to get in, heads up, head into the net.
Right in the bag.
Right in the bag is the best way you want to do it, and coordinate. Solo netting's a whole other game of itself, but if you got a good teammate to work with, coordinate with them, talk about your game plan ahead of times, and foremost, the number one thing, if that fish is about to come in the net, you both have to commit and get the job done. Like and subscribe, my dudes. Downsizing in bad conditions gonna put a fish like this in crazy.